I'm Ryan, and I help you succeed and be happy. Today, I'm going to tell you about one of the best books I've ever read. And so, this is actually going to kick off my new series of talking about some books. So, this is going to be a high level review of the book Attached. So, it's called Attached: The New Science of Adult Attachment and How It Can Help You find and Keep Love. So, it's been super helpful for me understanding my tendencies in relationships and dating, and I think it will be for you guys as well. So this book talks about these things that are called attachment styles that happen in relationships. So they happen. We're all born with them, or at least that's the thought early on, is that, well, we're born with these and then we keep these forever. But this book actually has some updated science on that. So based on our relationship with our parents growing up, we will potentially have that attachment style. But however, there are other things that we're finding over time that will continue to add or modify our attachment style. So this is something that I've actually been reading about on websites and for YouTube videos actually for the last year. But reading this book actually helped me understand and made me feel actually like more relieved about my personal situation, my attachments. So to sum up the book at a very high level, and I'll do some more videos at kind of a more detailed level of all these attachment styles. But to sum it up, there's 3 different types of attachment styles. So there's secure. So these are people that feel comfortable with intimacy and don't have any issues being warm and loving to their partner. And this is about 50% of the population, actually. There are avoidance or avoidant attachment style. So those tend to be people that they want to be in a relationship, but once they start feeling like their independence being threatened, they do things that reduce their chance at being intimate with others. So sometimes I call that like a committophobe, but something that they might do is they may stop texting somebody that they've been interested in, and they just feel, oh, I'm getting, you're encroaching on my independence. I'm gonna just stop texting you when things start to get really serious and kind of keep them at a distance. And avoidance make up about 25% of the population. And then there's the anxious attachment style, where you greatly crave intimacy in a relationship. And in our society, a lot of people call that being needy. So perhaps texting a loved one for reassurance about a date, or feeling worried about whether someone really likes you or not. Oftentimes you feel anxious in this type of relationship or dating scenario without those reassurances. So actually, this is the one I identify the most with, and this affects about 25% of the population. And then there's actually kind of a fourth combination. It's really rare, but there's actually an anxious and avoidant combination. So kind of the both of the avoidant and the anxious attachment style. It's only about 5% of the population, so the book doesn't really go into a lot on this one. But so for me, this book was especially powerful just for me to hear the examples of other people with the anxious attachment style, which I identify with. Some of their scenarios just described my behavior in recent relationships to an absolute T. So they talk about how other people get incredibly anxious when they don't feel like they've heard back from a loved one, and have this super irrational fear of that person's going to abandon them. And so just hearing all those other examples was just really super relieving to me to hear, and made me feel like, well, I'm not broken. There's a lot of other people that experience this, and there's a science back behind it. In addition, this book, not only does it just give you the awareness, which, as we know, awareness is just super powerful in our tendencies and trying to make change, but in addition to understanding our awareness, it also provides some good direction on how to kind of stop yourself when you have some of these tendencies of the avoidant attachment style or the anxious attachment style. So it really helps with that. It's already helped me with kind of weeding out women that I just know is like, well, I know I need somebody that communicates a little bit more than maybe some other people on average. So I just know early on, hey, maybe this isn't going to be a fit. So I know that just helps me with saving so much time and energy, and not putting all the blame on myself or anything like that for why things didn't work out. So there's a little bit of back and forth as far as, well, you're too needy, and really this book actually has some really good thoughts around, hey, this is just a basic need that you have. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't try to make yourself become the secure attachment, which is kind of the most ideal one. You're just secure in a situation so you don't deal with anxiousness or feeling like your independence is being threatened. But if you are in one of those two, the avoidant or anxious, you can still have a happy relationship, and it tells you how you can go about doing that and which things to look for in your potential partners and stuff like that. So I listened to the audiobook. It was only about 7 hours. And the narration was really good. So I highly recommend this book to anyone that wants to have a happy relationship, whether it be a current one or a future one. And actually, I have the Amazon link, just an affiliate link in the bio. I'm not specifically sponsored, but I just really enjoyed the book, and I've been referring to all my friends to it, so I want to refer it to you as well. So like I said, I will probably do some more detailed videos on each of these attachment styles, especially the anxious one, since I resonate so much with that. But I want to hear below in the comments. Have you read this book? Let me know what you think of the book, or do you feel like you might have any of these attachment styles? So if you got any value from this video, please consider liking and subscribing if you like. I want to make more videos on these topics because this is something that's been super impactful in my life, and I think it will be for so many of you too. So anyways, otherwise, I love you guys, and please take care.